Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Saturday. Happy Saturday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going wonderfully. Had a good wake up today. Ready to start my day. Had some time with the Lord. I'm like, okay, Lord, I get this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I think of like the things that like I want to speak about and share. And I'm like, okay, yeah, because I understand that a little bit. I get like a little taste of it. It's like doing these videos and doing these readings. It's like I'm learning along with you. It's like sometimes when I'm talking and sharing through it and then I edit and I hear it back, I'm like, yeah, Lord, I get that. And so it's almost like school for me and then school again. Like you're understanding it and getting it. It's almost like, okay, yeah, I do understand that. It doesn't mean I've got it all figured out. Absolutely not. This is a journey just like it's a journey for you. And so just sharing my experience doesn't mean anything's perfect, doesn't mean I have everything figured out. Absolutely not. But just trying to find, not trying to find, because it's there. Trying to get my mindset and my heart focused on the Lord and not on everything that's going around, so that like you can just walk through life with just that pure heart and not to carry those burdens, not to worry about things, not to have stress, not to go through and have that anxiety that just wants to build inside, and not to wake up with sadness every day, not to wake up with regret every day, not to wake up and have like coulda, shoulda, woulda in your head 24/7. That is what my hope and my prayer is for this to you, because I'm learning as well. You know what I mean? So today, sharing about how to find rest in God's presence, in God. And I think you hear that, you're like, you know, the Bible talks a lot about, come to me all who weary, I will give you rest. Okay, but what does that mean? Like, what does it mean to rest in God? Does it mean just to shut off and, you know, shut off from my daily duties and relax and sleep? Does it mean to get away from it all and just go on vacation and sit at a beach, which is awesome, but do you truly rest at those times? Probably not. You may think you do, but just it's more, I feel like it's more of a distraction from the realities of life. So how do you find rest, true rest in God? That's where we want to get to. That's where we want to get to. We want to get to the true rest from like, okay, I'm depressed, I'm down, my husband passed away, I don't know what to do. I've been in this slump. I feel like I'm down here, but I'm ready to take that step. That's like the first thing. It's like, how do you even get out of all of this, the anxiety, the worry, the miserableness, the constant depression, the constant swirling of thoughts, the constant over and over and over of things that replay over and over and over and over. And no matter what, they just don't shut off. And it's like, you can't even be alone with your thoughts because they're constantly reeling. So how do you get to that point? You just have to get to that point. Most people don't. Most people don't. So if you got to that point where you're saying, I want that, that's awesome, because you know what? Most people don't. You know what most people do? They self-medicate. They turn to some sort of addiction. They turn to something to distract them, and it's still there, pain's still there, but it temporarily eases the pain that they're going through. So you are taking that step. So that is awesome. So give yourself a pat on the back, because nobody else will, because it's easier to go to an addiction. It's easier to self-soothe with things, but to take that step and go, okay, you know what? I'm going to let the Lord take care of this. I really, truly am. I want to get out of this. So how do you get out of it? That's what we're going to talk about today. How to get to that point. Okay, so number one, acknowledge. You're acknowledging it, right? Hey, I got a problem. I got an issue. I am tired of this, Lord. I hate this. Say it to him. I hate this. I hate this sickness. I hate this issue in my family. I hate this relationship. I hate this addiction. I hate that I'm going through this. I hate that I can't stop. I hate that I have these thoughts. I hate it, Lord. I don't want to do them anymore. Right there. That's it. All right, Lord, now, help me. Don't beg and cry. Don't whine and cry. Lord, help me. He's going to. Your job. You got a job now. You do have a part in this. It's not just God just going, oh, okay, good. Boom, 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 and everything perfectly works out. It doesn't work that way because you have a lot of habits. You have a lot of coping mechanisms, a lot of things that you've just gone through in your life that you just naturally gravitate towards. So you're going to have to work yourself out of all that you have already been taught, already the things that you've been doing, and do something totally different. Okay? I know, it's hard. And then we're going to get to that point where we're resting. Because like right now, we're resting. Like right now, I'm resting. I'm resting in God's promises. Instead of letting things swirl in my head 24/7, instead of constantly going and thinking, like when I'm having a quiet time and just constantly things going through my head, to that point where I want to rest in God. So what does that mean? That's what we're going to read. So we're going to go to Matthew 11, and it's verse 28 through 30. So I'm reading from the Amplified Version. That's what I like. I like that Bible. I was reading from a different one, but you know what? I'm going back to the Amplified Version. That's the one I really enjoy. And so the title of this part of this chapter is called Come to Me. And it goes through, and in verse 28 it says, "Come to me, all who are weary and heavily burdened." So he knows you get weary. He knows that you can get heavily burdened. And it says, you're heavily burdened by religious rituals that provide no peace. Okay. The religious rituals, the things that you go through, the habits that you go through over and over and over and over and over again, that bring you no peace. And it says, "Come to me and I will give you rest, which is refreshing your souls with salvation," refreshing you. It says, "Take my yoke upon you and learn from me," which means to follow me as my disciples. "For I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest, renewal, blessed quiet for your souls." So take my yoke upon you. The yoke is the thing that goes over the, like when you're farming, you got to think Little House on the Prairie, okay? Little House on the Prairie, they put that wooden thing over the oxen. You would think that would be like a bondage, right? So think of it. You got these oxen, right? And they're going, and you put this yoke over top of them. Again, it clamps down, it goes around them. In your mind, you think it's bondage. You think it's holding you back. It's holding on to you. But what it does, even though it's secure and the oxen might not like that freedom to feel that crazy all the time, it keeps them secure, and it's actually light, and it keeps them going to where they need to be able to go. So you're able to guide with the reins, right? And so I'm sure that's how it works. I'm sure I have to imagine how it works with the horse, but with the oxen, and then it just goes. But it takes it, and it says, "My yoke upon you is easy." And then it goes through, it says, "For my yoke is easy to bear and my burden is light." It takes the burden off of you. The burden off of you to know what to have to do. The burden off of you to constantly worry about things. Like, God knows that your mortal body is not made to take it. Talk to a medical doctor about a person that's dealing with stress. What does it do? The heart attack rates, heart disease go up, right? Because of the worrisome things that are going on around. Like, we are not made to deal with stress. So how do you get rid of stress? It's part of life. This is a situation. This is it. No, God did not make us that way. Sure, well then we should be living in the Garden of Eden. No, because there's issues back then. It doesn't matter when you live in your time period of life or where you're at. We were not meant to carry it. So that is why God wants us to go to Him and rest in Him. So you got to get to that point where you are giving Him full reign of your problems and truly giving that to Him, taking that yoke upon you. It feels hard because you're getting the scorns from people to say, don't you care? Don't you care about your family? Don't you care and worry about what you're going through in this cancer journey? Don't you care and worry about that spouse? Don't you care and worry about your kids? Don't you care and worry about your child? Don't you care and worry about your future and what's going to happen? Don't you care and worry about our world if you don't sit here and stress about it? That's how it looks, right? But you're taking that yoke and you're taking it upon you. The Lord is taking those worries, those issues, and you're going to be able to rest because you're just going to be guided by Him on what you need to do right here in your days. Okay, we're going to go to the next one. Let's go to, it's in Psalm 62 and verse 1. This is, "God alone is a refuge from treachery and oppression." It says, "For God alone my soul waits in silence. From Him comes my salvation." If you keep going, it says, "He alone is my rock and my salvation, my defense and my strong tower. I will not be shaken or disheartened." Okay, so your soul waits in silence. I think that one of the greatest things I've read about over the years and seen and heard, and it was you know that you're not completely, you're on that journey of being healed, of not worrying, when you can sit alone by yourself, no earbuds, no sermon, no praise music, no Bible reading, no nothing. When you can sit alone with your own thoughts and just have peace. Like, try it. Like, this whole waiting and resting in God's presence, it's hard to do because we are constantly feeling like we need things to cover up things. Like I know some days, like, I'll go out in my kitchen and it's like, I might be having a little bit of stress inwardly that's not really any big deal to anybody else, but inside I'm dealing with something. So to have that quiet, I feel like those thoughts come in my head 24/7 and I'm just like thinking and reeling and reeling and reeling. So to put on some music, praise music, is a good distraction. Okay, it doesn't get to the root, but it does distract from the issue. I don't need to go self-soothe. I don't need to go turn to an addiction. I don't need to go eat food to cover up my worries. That's a temporary thing. But I need to get to the point where I can go out there and have silence. And just have silence, work in silence. And just appreciate what the Lord has. Same thing with walking. When I started walking last year, or whenever I started, the entire walk, which is, it's about a mile, my head would reel with all these thoughts because I didn't take anything with me. Okay, I used to walk with music. I used to walk with sermons, and those are great things to do because it gets time in there, it gets you going. But when I went with nothing, when I started out, it was constantly reeling with thoughts in my head. Constantly. And it wasn't even anything of the day, it's just my head. And like, the more I did it, I was like, wow, I just spent an entire, 15 minutes, and I didn't talk to you, Lord. My head just played these thoughts over and over and over and over again in my head. I'm like, that is so wrong. So then the next day I'd be like, okay, I'm going to start out and I'm going to have good prayer time and good talk time to you, Lord. And I would, and then like it'd go on a tangent and my head would start reeling on these things. And I'm like, what is happening? So now I can go and I can just have silence. And I can just literally hear a bird and appreciate the bird. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for that. Just have quiet and truly rest, like peaceful, and just smile and just enjoy that. You know what? God, you've got this. I'm not going to stress and worry over anything. Thank you, Lord. And just have quiet. And now I can look back and go, wow, look at all those times the enemy just constantly played in my head over and over and over. And still does. He still tries. Trust me. Still does. Where he'll try. And I don't even recognize it. And I just waste all that time. So how much time? So try it today. Can you sit alone? Like right now, if you shut this video off, can you sit alone? Not fall asleep. Not have to turn something on. Not grab your phone. Not have to call somebody. Not have to talk to somebody. Can you just sit? Try it for an hour. That's unfathomable. I feel like that's unfathomable. Try it for 5 minutes. It's difficult. It's very difficult to do that. So again, this is why we need to practice. This is why we need to keep working towards being healed and seeking out God so that we can have that quiet, restful time. Because God says you can have it, right? Your soul awaits in silence. We can have it. And how much better. It makes you much more relaxed person, a much more peaceful person, because you don't have that anxiety building inside. You don't have those worries, those thoughts of would have, could have, should have in your head. It's just peace. That's where you want to get to. Okay, we're going to go to Exodus. Exodus 33. We're going through verse 14, and it says right here, and the Lord said, my presence shall go with you, and I will give you rest by bringing you and the people into the promised land. So what is the Lord going to do? He's going to go with you. He's going to go with you wherever you're going to be at. He's going to take you where you need to go. Whatever path your life is going to be, he's going to be with you through it. And it says, and I will give you rest. He is going to bring you through it. So going through life, because there's issues, there's problems, there's people. We're all humans. We're going to mess things up. We're going to have things, and things are going to come against us. Illnesses are going to come against us. Financial issues are going to come against us. Kids are going to come against us. Spouses are going to come against us. All these things, the church, the government, the world, all of it is going to come and try to destroy and take your peace. Because the number one thing the devil wants to do, if he can't, it's not necessarily kill you, because if you're born again believer, you're going to heaven. But he can distract you and get you off your focus from the Lord, right? It's like a distraction. Huge, because he wants you not to trust in the Lord. He wants you not to trust in what God has. He does not want you to read your Bible and find out the truth. He does not want you watching these videos so you can know that the Lord can set you free from all of those things. He doesn't want you doing that because you know what? He fills your mind with enough stuff. That's why 95% of stuff on YouTube is going to be just wasted time that just sucks you in. Oh, I get sucked in. Doesn't anybody sucked in just watching wasted things? But how hard is it to sit there and listen to sermons? How hard is it to listen to encouraging words? How hard is it to listen to those type things? Much more harder. I know it is. Because I know myself. I know that I can put in and watch and binge watch shows. But to put in someone reading the Bible, I can fall asleep on that. It's like where the enemy has us is in that distraction. So we want to learn how to go to the Lord and rest in him. So all these things, I've got lots of emails, lots of comments, and lots of things of people, what they're going through. And my heart breaks for them. But the beautiful thing is they're here. They want that. They want to find that peace. So how do they find it? Right here. This is like your next step. Your first one was acknowledge these issues of what's going on now. You're coming to him and you're resting. You are truly giving it to him. You might have to cast those problems 1,001 times to the Lord, but 1,002 times, you're going to go, okay. I'm not thinking about it 24/7. I'm not thinking about that. My mind is not reeling. I am truly giving that to God. And then you know what? The next time something happens, because it does, you're going to be able to go, nope, that's not mine. I'm giving that to you, Lord. And that might only take one time. Or it may take you 500 times. And then 501, you give it to him. Okay, then the next time something comes up, it might take you 200 times and you pass that to him. 201 times, you got it. Then the next time might be one time. And then you're going to go, no, I'm not even worried about this. Lord, you promise if I follow after you, you are going to take these things. Your yoke is easy to bear. This burden is light. You are going to take me through these things. And you promise you're going to be with me, like it says here, and that we just read, that your presence is with us and you're going to give us rest. You're going to bring us to where we need to be because you're going to trust those words. But it starts with you taking that step. We are the ones that have to take that step. God is not one of those gods that everything just magically appears and happens. Miracles do happen. Miracle things happen. But he is an actionable God. You have to take the steps to do things. Just like when he says, how do you get born again? He didn't just say everybody gets born again. It's free. Everybody gets free. But it's not just given. You have to take that gift. You have to take that and believe, accept it, confess, and trust, right? You trust all those things, right? Do you believe and accept that you have salvation? If you're a born again believer, you do. You trust that what God says is truth for that, right? You go into heaven, right? Me too. Okay. Do we believe these other things? Do we believe that we don't have to have anxiety? Do we believe that we don't have to worry about things? Or is that just part of life and that everybody has that? No, we don't have to, because it says right here, because if I were to argue the point that, no, that's not what salvation is, that's not what it says, you can say, yeah, that's what it says. I believe that. Okay, we believe it because it's in here. So do we believe about the not having worries and burdens and that we can truly rest in the Lord? It's right in here. That's why we want to bring that out, to trust that that's what God has for us, because he does. We just got to take it and do it. You got to take those steps and move forward with it. Okay, so this week you're gonna try the quiet thing. Try the sitting quietly with the Lord. See how long you can go. It's not a challenge. It's just see how it's almost impossible to do. To sit, can't even sit for 5 minutes and have silence. It's a hard thing to do. So you want to get to that point where wow, you can just shut this off and just enjoy the peacefulness and the quietness with the Lord, so he can refresh your soul, because he will. I promise. I'm walking through it with you. We're getting there. And even though you might have different than me and this person has different, but we are all going through the same stuff. It's all trying to steal our joy and give us burdens that we were not meant to bear. We are meant to stay focused with him, and he's going to take care of those things. All right. So you have a fantastic rest of your day. Come back tomorrow if you need some more. All right. I'll see ya. Bye.